What is going on, everyone? DV taking you guys for another vlog. Now, I wish I didn't have to make this vlog, but I think, personally speaking, it's a subject that needs to be addressed. Now, I'm not trying to lecture anybody. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do or make anybody feel bad, but I think it's something that has to be talked about. Now, if I can, I like to get just a little bit serious just here for a brief second. I know that may throw people for a loop because everybody's used to me, talking trash, making jokes, having fun. But again, I think this subject needs to be talked about. And my question that I have to ask the overwhelming majority of you watching me right now is, why don't you have a dash camera? Because how many times, every single day, when we're behind the wheel of our car, do we come encounter with, frankly, stupid people, idiotic people who should never be allowed to drive, people who tailgate, people who rubberneck, people who are them last-minute lane mergers, the people who want to do 100 miles an hour down the highway, cut you off, and then slam on their brakes. People who, in essence, don't know how to drive. How many times a day do we come in contact with those type of people? Too many to count. And what are we always saying? Man, that guy's gonna kill somebody. Man, that guy's gonna hurt somebody. And we always see wrecks and accidents and people being air vacked out or people being in the ambulance. We're always sitting here saying to ourselves, thank God that wasn't me. But my question is, what if that would have been you? Would you have been covered and proven at the end of the day to say, this wasn't my fault? This was the other person's fault? And that's what a dash camera basically solves. It cuts out all that he said, she said BS, because it's one cheap thing that could cover your ass. Because if you're like me, when you're in your downtime, when you're just chilling, trying to relax, what are you doing? 9 times out of 10, you're either on your laptop or your tablet or your cell phone on YouTube. What of the videos are you watching? You're watching that Road Rage North American Compilation 97, or you're watching Idiot Drivers of Russia 22, and all these other videos. You're sitting there saying like, man, these people are stupid. How can anybody drive like this? And the reason why we all see that is because someone had a dash camera. And my question again to every one of you watching me right now is, why don't you have a dash camera? Because the whole reason this whole vlog came about is because of me and my TV family member, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, got in an accident and his car is completely totaled. Now, my man Will, some of you may know who Will is, some of you maybe don't. But for those of you who don't know who Will is, if you've seen I decided on my exhaust for my Camaro video, Will's Camaro, or his used to be Camaro, is the very last one. His car was the one that everybody was asking, oh, what exhaust is this? What did he do? How much did it cost? Where did he buy it from? So on and so forth. That used to be, keyword used to be, Will's car. Now, my man hit me up on Instagram, Will, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. And he's like, hey man, sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to make any videos for a while. And I'm sitting here like, why man, what's up? Then he sends me a picture of his mangled car. I'm like, dude, what the hell happened? Now, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. My man was doing 58 in a 65. I believe he was on a highway. I mean, anywhere where 65 chances are, it's a highway. The reason why he was doing 58 was because it was pouring down rain. He was actually adjusting his speed, what you're supposed to do when you're in inclement weather. And then all of a sudden, a car comes out of nowhere doing 40. Okay, 40. Cuts my man off. Now, anytime someone cuts you off, your first reaction is always violent. It doesn't matter if it's a quick jab at the brakes to stop yourself from hitting these people, or if it's a quick jerk of the wheel and try to avoid these people. And so from what Will told me is he tried to avoid, and since it was wet outside, his car got caught in a puddle, sent my man into a slide, hit head first into a concrete barrier at 55 miles an hour. Thank God my man didn't end up in the hospital with a broken bones or severed spleen or a concussion. And thank God my man didn't die. All because some idiot wanted to cut my man off at 40 miles an hour. Now his car is completely totaled. It's gone. Matter of fact, I'll post up the pictures that he sent me on this video so you guys can see the carnage of his car. So he don't even have a car no more because his car is now totaled. And the whole moral of the story is, and Will, I'm not trying to put you on blast, he didn't have a dash cam. So the person who cut him off got away scot-free. There's no way to bring that person to justice. And like I said, I'm not trying to preach here, and I'm not trying to do whatever, but all I'm asking is, why don't you guys have a dash camera? Because each and every one of us worked too damn hard to have our car. Each and every one of us worked too damn hard to maintain and keep our cars clean and keep them in running order. And if you're like me, you work too damn hard to mod your car, take pride in your car, offer some idiot driver to come and mess it up. Because I'm not saying you got to get some $9,000 dash camera to protect yourself. Oh no! Because ladies and gentlemen, like I said in one of my other previous videos, I got a $20 dash camera from eBay. My shit works flawlessly. $20 for this dash camera, and I will not leave without it. I got one in this car. I'm about to get one for my Mazda, for my mother, since she drives that car, and I got a camera in my truck, because we all see these idiot drivers every single day, everywhere we go. And in closing, once again, I have to ask everyone, why don't you have a dash camera?